I am collabing with Lucas Mann, Joel Omens, Charles Caswell, and Kaylee Caswell from Rings of Saturn and Buried Alive on the new Dad single that is coming out on August 8th. Holy shit, did I never think I would ever say that in a video. It's out, the word's out. If you've been on my social media or you've been following Rings or Buried Alive on any of their socials, you probably know by now that there's gonna be a new Dads single. Dads is the brainchild of Lucas Mann and Buried Alive, which released the very first single and the only single so far in 2018. It was a whole fundraiser for that whole Kickstarter campaign to do like a whole animated series and merch and all of that, which sadly did not go fully through, but the single is still available everywhere, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you can find it. Now, 5 years later, there's a new single coming out. Dads 2, Beria 51. I am very proud and honored and beyond belief to say that I will be having a solo section on that song. Obviously, I can't show anything of the track just yet. You're gonna have to wait till August 8th when that drops. Man, it's been such a crazy few weeks. Like, I'm kind of in a surreal position because for those of you that are new to the channel, that clicked on this video out of pure curiosity, or maybe that have been on the channel but on the other side of the audience for the trap metal thing, I have been a fan of Rings of Saturn, Buried Alive, Animation Sequence, Joel Omens, for years. Like, they are the biggest inspiration when it comes to my guitar playing. Obviously, I started off with all the classic bands, but when it comes to my modern guitar playing, shredding, djent, 8-string guitar, extended range, crazy production, using synth layers, all that stuff, they are the #1 inspiration in my life as a musician, as a guitarist, as a music producer. And I've been thinking about making this video for so long now. I talked to Lucas about it yesterday. I was gonna make it today, and it's just so... I still get lost for words to talk about this because I am literally collabing with my favorite artists ever. And I know I made somewhat of a name myself in the music industry, and I know I've been quote-unquote successful, but that doesn't mean that I should be taking anything of that for granted. Like, I never in a million years, even if I would get 1 million subs on YouTube, or I would get, like, I don't know, fucking world tours with a band that I'm in, like, I would have never in a million years thought that I would be collabing with Lucas Mann, Charles Caswell, Kaylee Caswell, and Joel Omens. It's always been on my mind, obviously, you know, and I technically I already did a collab with Buried Alive for the interview, but musically I would have never thought that I would even get the chance, because those guys are all insane musicians, all of them, and I just never saw myself in a position to be like, yo, I can do that, I can be on a track with you guys. I never thought that would happen. So for this song, the solo that I wrote is absolute insanity. Like, I don't think I've told any of them yet. They might, you know, see this video, so if you guys are watching, newsflash, I pushed myself beyond every limitation that I ever had. When I was writing that solo, oh my god, there's so many techniques in there that in that solo is just the first time that I'm actually using them. I did not want to set for mediocre or good enough. I wanted to do something that, in my opinion, was perfect. And I rewrote it so many times. And at one point, I sent it off to Lucas. And I was like, yo, I'm sending it out now. I'm not going to change anything anymore, just in case I start overthinking and I ruin what I have right now. And he loved it. He loved what I wrote. And that for me was the first sign of like, oh, fuck. Like, maybe, hey, look, it's my chihuahua. Maybe I do have the skill to be on that level, you know? And then obviously came the recording part. You know, everyone wrote their parts in Guitar Pro, and then I had to record it, which took years of my life. I've spent so many sleepless nights, not even lying awake, literally in the studio here, recording and re-recording and then seeing how I could record, and I ordered new cables, new picks, new strings, everything. I just had to get it as perfect as possible. At one point, I just couldn't get it any better than I already did. So I sent it off again. I sent it off to Lucas and was like, yo, here's the stems. What do you think? And yeah, once again, he said like, yo, super clean job. Like that's what we need. And obviously I've heard it in the mix now. It sounds incredible. It's probably one of my proudest achievements to date. It's yeah, you know, and then I had to record the playthrough, which was also super frustrating because in between the time of sending off the solo and starting to record like the video part, I had no time to practice it. Like, obviously I could play it, but I mean like practice it so it would make video recording easier. I didn't, so I came back from a few trips and had to start filming, and I was so rusty. Because like obviously that solo that I wrote used, as I said, a lot of techniques that I've never used before. So if you don't practice that, it's gonna get super rusty. So it took hours to get just one right take, and I needed multiple because I edited it. But it's so surreal, man. It's so fucking surreal. I've been talking to these guys for a while now, especially Buried Alive, you know, Charles and Kaylee. But when Lucas reached out to me about something completely different, I never thought it would lead to this. Joel also is very excited, which also makes me excited. Like, oh man, I'm literally a child right now. Like I'm a child in a playground, and I've been given the best toy ever. Or the best gift ever. I don't know. It's depends how you look at it, I guess. But fuck, man. Years of my life I've worked towards this without ever even knowing if it was gonna be a possibility. You know, ever since I listened to those guys, it's like fuck. If I could ever just do a tour with them, or like one show, you know, or you know, maybe one day do a collab with them. And now it's just happened. It's happened. It's recorded. It's gonna release August 8th. I did. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I had a lot of shit I wanted to say, but I'm just blanking out because I'm getting so excited talking about it. Yeah, That's too. Barrier 51 drops August 8th. Check out our socials. I'll link everyone's socials in the description for updates on that and release dates, merch, whatsoever. And yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna blow you guys away. That's all I can say. Without revealing too much, it's gonna blow your fucking head off. That's what it's gonna do. Fuck. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry for the absence for a while. Appreciate you guys still being here, checking out these videos. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.